No, see, reason is West is always very good in marketing. What I have understood, when they wanted to market the hydrogenated fat, they killed the cow ghee. They said all nonsense about the coconut oil. They said all things about the cow ghee, bad effects and all those things. Then ultimately they said it is not going to harm anyway. First they killed us with their are you brushing your teeth with the charcoal, are you brushing your teeth with the salt, you are idiots. Then they made us to feel shy. Then they presented their toothpaste and all those things. And after 30 years or 40 years, now they are asking whether your toothpaste has salt, whether your toothpaste has charcoal, and they have come out with that. So that is the what I am telling you. Don't go by these way of things. Understand the language of Ayurveda in terms of Ayurveda. Things are explained in Ayurveda. Try to understand in that language only. Don't try to translate it to the other type of sciences or the parameters or tools. Then it becomes Vata becomes air, Pitta becomes fire, and this is not exactly the things. So you try to understand these things.
Yeah, even Colgate has come out with charcoal and toothbrush. Yeah, I mean that's what our honorable sir was explaining. That we have come a full circle. I mean, charcoal, your tooth will look very dirty. Then we have come up with salt and charcoal in a toothpaste. So I mean, this is a common problem with Western people when they approach the Western Ayurveda practitioners. So what they do is they want to drag you into the sugar and the chemicals thing. So as an Ayurveda practitioner, so you have to drag them into Ayurveda, Rasaguna, Virya Vipaka area and try to convince them that it's not net effect of sugar is required so as to add some nourishing qualities. And it's not like chemical sugar, it's kind of unrefined sugar. Somehow you have to use some Ayurveda terms, try to explain the concepts in Ayurveda. So that's actually the right way to substantiate our products.
No, we can't blame the Westerners because they have been trained in that manner, because their schooling or education is developed in such a manner. They'll be easily understand about the nutrition values, calorie values and all those things. So they know it that, and they try to understand everything in that direction. It is not bad. But when they are trying to understand an Ayurvedic product in that line, then they need to understand the tools of Ayurveda and then understand. That is the only thing what we can do. We cannot simply say that there is no value for calorie or no value for sugar and all those things. No, that is not right. The nutrition value and calorie value all has its own plus points. That should be kept in mind. But it doesn't mean that everywhere the same principle should not be applied. It from place to place and from product to product, the things will change. That we need to understand.
In in Western countries, I've seen in a rush to translate Ayurvedic terms into English terms or like give more sense to it to the common layman. Doshas are called as humors. Humors are related to some other medical science. It doesn't carry the exact meaning and all. So as an Ayurveda practitioner, we should be using Ayurveda terms and we should be very careful not to translate our terms in a very wrong way so that it entirely gives another different meaning altogether.
We should not translate in a very vaguely. We need to understand them, and wherever it is not possible, don't replace it. Use those terminologies as it is. When we use the terminologies as it is, slowly people start understanding it. I'll tell you one thing. Some of my patients, they come to me. If I say, for example, recently I had this one experience. A village woman, she came to me with a lot of stiffness in the joints and she was suffering from arthritis. It was a rheumatoid arthritis. So I said to her, because I thought that she could not able to follow the English, I said to her that you are suffering from Amavata. Then she made her face like that. Then I inquired what happened. Then her relatives were telling that she has been feeling that she has been caught by such a disease which is very old aged and somewhat it is somewhat Amavata, something like that. Then I said, this is called rheumatoid arthritis in English. This is what you are suffering from. Then she felt quite comfortable, because People are very fond about the English terminologies. So if you tell something in English, but their understanding is equally same. If she can't even understand Amavata, and she can't understand rheumatoid arthritis, but something which is told in English sounds better. That's what she felt, and she was convinced that she was suffering from rheumatoid arthritis, not Amavata. This is the fate. What we can do. So for that reason, I said we need to inculcate that habit of promoting our terminologies, so that that terminology has been become popular, and altogether that people will try to understand and read and pronounce in the same manner it should be.
Pradipaji has written, humors are from Greek. If you start getting into their way of explaining things and whatnot, it all will gain momentum at some point, and we will lose our own identity of Ayurveda as such. It becomes something entirely different. They just take our essence and run away and make it altogether different science. So it should not happen, and for that, using the right terminologies, protecting our science as a whole with proper terminologies is so very important.
Definitely, we need to understand that we need to use our terminologies, we need to propagate our terminologies so that people start using it, and ultimately it becomes very popular and it is known to everybody. That's what the ultimate intention of that.